Hey everybody, how's it going? It's the Daily Shooter, and today I've got a quick unboxing for you. We're going to be taking a look at what I would consider to be the best value in an AR that you're going to find on the market today. This thing's got a lot of great features, and I haven't seen a single video of it here on YouTube yet, or at least this specific model. So today we're going to be taking a look at the Savage MSR 15 Recon 3. Now, before we take this thing to the table and I show you guys what it's all about, let me give you a quick price point in case you're looking for one of these. I've seen them only 2 places online, and both of those places were overpriced. I bought this at my local FFL, which is Spartan Arms in Las Vegas, Nevada. Paid $849 for it, which is a really good deal, but I think that's pretty much where the price point should land. And I saw it at Bud's Gun Shop for over $1,000, and then I also saw one on Gunbroker, which was again way overpriced. So I think if you could find around that $850 point, you'd probably be somewhere in the ballpark of where you should end up with this thing. So with that price point kind of being set and what you guys should find this for, let's go ahead and open it up. Now, as you can see right here, it just comes in a standard cardboard box, which is fine for me. I don't need another fancy case that I'm probably not going to use anyway. So if that helps keep the price down, by all means, go ahead and put it in a cardboard box. But again, this is a Savage AR that's chambered in 223-556. It's part of their MSR family. This is the Recon 3, so it's the MSR 15 Recon 3. The thing that really makes this is the features that we're going to talk about here in a second. Some of these features are absolutely just awesome. I mean, especially like I said, for the money, you just can't beat it. So here is the rifle right here. As you can see, just kind of looks like a standard black rifle, but I can tell you there's really nothing standard about this. Everything about this is just super nice. So you get the rifle right there, you get your instruction manual, you get your lock, you have a little extra paperwork, you have their accessories guide, some earplugs, and inside of your owner's manual, there's even going to be a target for zeroing this thing in. It's going to be one MOA target that gives you a little bit of instruction on how to do that. And then when you flip this up, you're going to find that you do get one 30-round PMag with it. So you can see here, just a standard 30-round PMag, and that's it. Okay, so here's a closer look at the Recon 3, which actually I couldn't find anything about even in Savage's catalog, which I thought was kind of weird. It might be something that's new, going to be in the 2021 catalog, but I saw the Recon 2.0, but I didn't find it in this particular configuration. So this thing is a lot like the Recon 2.0, but just with a couple different changes, and we'll talk about those. Now, I'm going to roll in some closer footage of the things we're going to be talking about here so you guys can get a better look at them. But again, today it's not going to be a review. It's more or less just talking about the tech specs, details, and features, and I wanted to do this because I couldn't find any other information about this thing online, and I wanted there to be some type of resource for people that come across this in their local FFLs. So this is a really nice 16-inch barrel 223-556. It's got a forged upper and lower receiver that are 70-75 aluminum, but one of the nice things that Savage does with their lowers is they take their forged lowers and they CNC them to make them look like they're billet lowers. So you have a lot of features on here that you would find in a billet lower, but still getting the strength out of your forged lower. It does have an integrated trigger guard, some different weight relieving cuts and designs. It's a really nice low receiver, and again, a nice upper receiver being that strong 70-75 material. It does have Magpul MOE furniture on it, so we have a standard Magpul MOE stock. I believe this is a 6-position buffer tube. We also have a Magpul MOE grip on here, which is also really nice, so you don't have to worry about upgrading that. We have a standard mil-spec style charging handle. These days, the price on charging handles has really come down a lot, and you can find charging handles for a pretty good price. My favorite is the Phase 5 Weapon Systems Ambi charging handle, so I'll probably put one of those on here. And then we have a standard bolt carrier group, so it's going to be your standard phosphate coated bolt carrier group, nothing fancy there, but it does have a magnetic particle inspected bolt on it, which is nice. That's kind of like a quality control feature, and why when you're buying something like this from one of those bigger companies, you usually end up with a better product, and that's because quality control is pretty good on these things. So again, it's a 16-inch barreled AR. It's got a mid-length gas system on it. It's It's got a it's really hard to tell, and since the information that I found was very limited, it looks like a medium profile barrel. It has kind of a straight shoot design, so not much of a taper. Obviously, there's going to be a taper around the chamber, but it's pretty much a straight shot, straight down to the shelf, again, at that mid-length gas system. And then it has what looks to be a pretty nice looking gas block on it. The profile on this barrel is also, it's like I said, it's medium, but it seems like it's kind of a lightweight medium. So it's in between like a lightweight barrel and a medium profile barrel. Full-length Picatinny top rail here. So the Picatinny rail is going to come all the way from the upper receiver all the way to the front of the 15-inch handguard. This 15-inch handguard has M-LOK pretty much all over it, at the 3, 6, and 9 o'clock position, as well as every other position in between. So Picatinny on top, M-LOK pretty much everywhere else, and it has a pretty nice locking system on it as well that locks onto the barrel nut. As you can see, it has the M-LOK logo on the bottom right there. So all things considered, this thing is a very, very nice looking AR. Again, still can't believe 850 bucks. Now, the cool thing about this barrel is, and one of the things that made it stand out to me, is that this 16-inch barrel right here has a 1-in-8 rifling, which is my preferred rifling. 1-in-8 twist rate is going to help you shoot some of the lighter loads and some of the heavier bullets, all with a good twist rate. So let's say if you have a 1-in-7 twist rate, that's going to be good for some of those heavier projectiles. If you have a 1-in-9 twist rate, that's going to be good for some of those lighter projectiles. But a 1-in-8 is kind of giving you the best of both worlds, where you can shoot the heavier stuff and the lighter stuff and keep everything stable and accurate. But they also use 5R rifling. I enjoy 5R rifling. To me, it's one of the most accurate rifling setups that you're going to find. 5R rifling is extremely efficient, and as a matter of fact, it was what was originally on the original Smith & Wesson M&P Sport. Before they had the dust covers and all that stuff, and before they came out with the 2.0, it had a 5R rifling, and then they did away with that for a standard 6 Lands Groove rifling. So having the 5R rifling with a 1-in-8 twist is really nice. And then to cap it off here, we have a compensator. So instead of having, like, when you find a rifle that is in that $800 price point, typically they just have a standard A2 birdcage flash hider on it. Nothing fancy, something you can always switch out on your own one day. But this one has a really nice 2-chamber compensator. Now, the nice thing about this one, and I know this one's going to work, is because looking at the design, it has a larger port in the rear. So the first thing that the gas hits is going to be this large port, which allows a lot of those gases to escape left and right. Actually, that's not the first thing that it hits. The first thing that it hits is a port that's located on the top, which is going to allow gas to start moving upward. That's going to help with the muzzle rise. The next thing it's going to hit is going to be that large port. The large port is going to allow a lot of gas to escape left and right. As that bullet travels into the next chamber, we have a smaller chamber which is going to compress that gas and force even more gas left and right. That's going to reduce your recoil, and then it goes ahead and, leaves the barrel. But still, it looks like a really nice muzzle brake here. So it's a muzzle brake, compensator, whatever you want to call it. It's going to help with both muzzle rise and recoil. So that was really nice. You got something that was upgraded rather than a standard birdcage. Now, another nice thing I like about the Recon 3 is that the nitride finish on this thing is in flat black. So it doesn't have any of that glossy look to it. I've seen some others that are in kind of the same price category, and they have kind of a shiny black color to them, and I've never really liked that. This one's nice. It's flat black. The handguard's been deburred, so there's no sharp points. There's no sharp edges. You don't feel like you're going to cut yourself where the M-LOK slots are. The Picatinny rail itself feels pretty good. It doesn't feel like a cheese grater. So it looks like they did a really nice job machining the parts for this. It seems like it's assembled pretty nice as well. Obviously, I haven't had a chance to use it yet, but it looks like it's going to be well worth the money. I can tell you that much. You get a lot of really nice features here. Now, as far as the safety goes, it's a standard 2-position safety. Nothing fancy about that. So no ambi safety or anything else. Standard mag release on this thing as well. Standard bolt release on it. It does have a nice trigger though. It doesn't have like a competition style trigger where you're going to find like a 3.5 pound single stage trigger or anything like that. But it does have an upgraded nickel boron coated single stage trigger, and at this trigger what I'm getting at is just over 5 pounds. So that's really not bad. Just over 5 pounds, single stage trigger, pulls really nice. It's going to allow you to shoot fast and stay accurate. So the trigger's nice, everything else seems excellent, and the price point is fantastic. I still have the tag from when I bought it right here, and 849 bucks. Magpul furniture, M-LOK, 15-inch rail. Really nice nickel boron trigger, you know, milled, forged upper and lower. I mean, it's a really nice rifle. 5R rifling. Everything that I can say about this so far is great. So all that's left is to take this thing out and actually test it to see if it works as good as it looks. So again, this is the Savage MSR 15 Recon 3 in 5.56. Thank you guys very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Stay tuned for more content on this thing. Please like, subscribe again. Have a great day.